What's going on? It's your boy Drew, and we are back with the second season, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to go over the schedule. First off, week 1, this week. The week that's going to be played in this episode. We got a little revenge tour going on. Alright, FCS EAST. They blew us out last game, or last time, taking out last game, 66-0. As you can see, our defense is better. Offense still looks pretty low. Overall, technically is, better than theirs, it says. Alright? Next, we have the 119th worst team, the team that was behind us last season, and our rivals to our east, Canada County. Then we go Fresno State. We start some divisional play. Fresno State, New Mexico State, our rival Hawaii. And then we play the FCS, the NCAA AA national champions, the Richmond Spiders at Richmond. And we play Nevada, San Jose State, Utah State, Idaho. Then we have a bye. Boise State. And then we take on our little New Jersey Tech squad on the East Coast, the other academic school that I brought in as a not so good team that did, not so bad. They won one game. And then they've lost 12 in a row since. But that's our schedule. We're going to hop in this first game, so I'll see you guys when we get to the first play. I said we're going to hop in the play, but I forgot I have some things to say. First off, we're going to use the Georgia Tech playbook. I did it random and picked it, so we could just have something new this season. We're also going to 3-4 on defense, Georgia Tech 3-4. We're going to go with the normal home unis. And then, as you can see, our key players, which two of them don't even count, because Price and Little are both transfers, but the incoming freshman Hernandez has a little bit of a backstory. Enrique Hernandez, left outside linebacker out of Winnipeg, Canada. 6'1", 219 pounds. Enrique's only family, his mother, said he's a very quiet, humble, and respectful kid growing up. One of his favorite things was to go play in this Canada snow. Enrique, living with a single mother in Winnipeg for basically his whole life. His dad walked out of the house when he was 3 and doesn't remember much of him, not even his name. Hernandez does remember one thing: the television. And what was always on the television? Football. His dad loved football. That's the one thing he does remember. All his dad used to watch was football on the television. It always took up the screen. It was an amazing sport to him, a very high contact sport when he was growing up, when he could finally understand the game. But it wasn't like hockey, and because Enrique couldn't skate, he confounded the game, hitting people while running with your legs, throwing and catching a ball, and he found a liking to it very young. Being so stocky and big as a smaller kid, he played linebacker. He would hit people, he would cover on the outside, he would do what his team needed to get done. Enrique finally, after a heartfelt thought of either going to Canada County or heading to the East Coast to play for New Jersey Tech, because he's an academic man. His mother raised him. She put that in his brain, that academics was more important than sports. So, when he chose the Mountaineers, his mother loved it. Another cold place, she could move out there and basically nothing would change besides a job. But all she worked at was the local Walgreens. So she could fit right in over there. She could find a job anywhere. Nice corner store, anywhere to work. Enrique was always on top of his academics, so the Mountaineers was just the right fit. And now we have him. Welcome to the team, Enrique. Man, having your dad walk out on you in 3 and still loving his game is probably very tough to do, but he is out here, and you're definitely going to see number 51 on the field, and he's definitely going to be in our hearts as we're going to elect to receive and get our offense on the field in this first game of Season 2 against FCS EAST. we're going to see what we can do. We got new players. The transfers don't get to play till next season, but we got some new recruits in. We should be able to punt the ball more than 12 yards. And first play is going to Stewart, the legend of last season, as he's going to take it almost to about the 35. 1st and 10. We still have Hurd. Oh my. FCS East is already shook, baby. The crowd is too loud. 5,626 fans attending today's game for the home opener against FCS East. As we're going to go right back to it. We're going to go counter to Barber. Barber's also back at it, ladies and gentlemen, as he runs it up the gut and gets about 2 yards there, putting us more towards the first down. 2nd and 4 as we're going to come out. And we're going to go back to old reliable. The only thing we could run last season, if you remember, is slants. Just for the matter that Hurd cannot throw that far. So let's do it again as Stewart has a step on the slants, catches it, and he will go all the way, ladies and gentlemen. Just like that, our team has improved so much from last year, as we are now scoring 60-yard touchdown passes. And last year we couldn't even get inside the 6-yard line. Look at that. First touchdown of the season comes off the 2nd play, and of course it's a pass to Stewart. I told you this team was going to grow. It's going to take a couple seasons, but eventually we're going to bring home that natty and not the light, the BCS championship. First PAT for Reed. He has a field goal early on last season. This season, first game, 3rd play technically. 2nd play was a touchdown. 3rd play was a PAT for Reed. 7-0 Alaska. We are going on this revenge tour, and we're going to beat FC East. We're going to beat Canada County and show we're not the worst team. We're going to, I don't really know who else we're going to beat. I'm really hoping Hawaii. That would be awesome, because Hawaii is a rival of ours. But let's go ahead and we're going to let Jackson, our new punter, kick this one away. As look at that booming kick compared to last season, as Anderson's going to go down in field and make the tackle. And it's going to be FCS balls, the Mountaineers, and you know the name. Enrique Hernandez gets to come out on defense for the first time for the Mountaineers. Look at him right here. See what he can do on this triple wide receiver set to the left, as it is going to be a handoff. And big hit. I think that's Johnson with the big hit. And that's going to be a tackle for loss. Yep, Johnson, the best player from last season, Jamil Johnson. He was a 70 overall. I think he's now a 72. One of the best returning players we have. And what a big hit as we get to start this Mountaineers defense off on the right way. 2nd and 11 now as Hernandez is looking to run. It's a pass. Drops back to pass. And sack. That's Jamil Johnson again with a sack. This is his first sack of his career, the 2nd in Mountaineers history, and the 1st of this season, as he gets a tackle and a sack back to back. Definitely, he is definitely our impact player on defense. I'm happy it's him, and then Stewart on the other side of the ball, as Stewart just scored, and now he gets a tackle and a sack. As you can tell, I am very excited as Hernandez plays the deep ball, and it is going to be just overthrown. As I don't know who was on the coverage there, but what a great coverage as we get to force a punt on this 4th and 17. 1st and 10 now. We're going to give it to Barber up the gut as he's going to find a hole and fall forward for a gain of about 4. 3rd and long now as the Mountaineers are going to come out. They're going to go play action. Jones on the comeback route. Keeps his feet in bounds. 1st down Mountaineers. 1st and 10 as we're going to go toss to Barber as he has blockers. Doesn't have the breakaway speed as a speed back, but 1st down nonetheless for Barber, as this team, as you can see the improvements as we're getting 1st downs on 1-2 plays. We can throw and complete passes. We're able to run the ball with blockers. This team, it may be FCS East, but last year, considering they beat us 66-0 in our first game, this is a great way to come out and start for the first game of this season for the Mountaineers, to start on a high point, to get their first win of ever, and go from there. 2nd and 6. They're going to run the counter to Barbaras. He's going to pick up a block. Oh, fall forward and be just shy of the 1st down, it looks like. We've never seen this before with the Mountaineers. The option play as Hurd's going to pitch it to Barber, as Barber's going to fall forward for about a gain of 5 or 6. That's the first option we've ever ran in Mountaineers history, and it goes for a 1st down, and that's what we like to see as we're moving this ball. Now we're inside the red zone. First and 10 as Hurd is going to drop back to pass again. He's got Thomas in the end zone, and the ball is dropped. Oh, man. We were so high and mighty, and just Thomas, not being obviously the best player we have, is going to drop the ball there as they're going to come out and try to make this one up as they're going to throw a screen pass to Barber. He cuts up field. He has a couple blockers and just cannot turn on the motor to get forward fast enough, as that's going to go for a 0-yard neutral gain. 3rd and 10 with the ball at the 17-yard line. We got Stewart on a post. Stewart on the post as it's caught by Stewart. That's his second receiving touchdown of the game. Hurd's second passing, as we've already doubled the amount of touchdowns we had last year and already have more points, I believe. I think we only scored 1 field goal and 1 touchdown, so we almost have double the amount of points now, as there's another Mountaineer touchdown against this FCS team as the revenge tour has started, ladies and gentlemen. 1st and 10 for FCS East as Hernandez is going to use that lightning quick speed to get in the backfield there. Look at that. Oh my goodness. He could barely get the handoff off, and then he was tackled. Like, that was that quick. Oh, what a run. Perfect blocking there by FCS East, and Wilkins is not fast enough to catch him, as that's going to be the first touchdown for FCS East this game, which took way longer than the first game of the first season last time we played them. So that shows improvement. Let's just hope it doesn't get out of hand and sloppy here, and we can keep this one going. 1st and 10 for the Mountaineers after Anderson, the freshman, gets a decent return as we're going to drop back to pass. We got Colin over the middle as Colin thought the ball was thrown behind him. I don't know what happened there. Maybe a little miscue. Supposed to be back shoulder, but that's going to be an incomplete pass on Hurd. 2nd and 10 now as they're dropping back to pass. We got, the pressure gets to us. Our line is still not the best, but they can hold up when need be, and that time they just let them through. So now it's going to be 3rd and long, and we're going to have to find out something we can call. 3rd and 19 as Hurd's going to drop back to pass. He's looking. That ball was supposed to be the corner route, but the pressure was on, and Hurd could not get the ball away with enough time to step into it, and he threw it just short, and it looked like he was throwing to the post, which wasn't it, as we're going to have to punt this one away. Jackson's first punt of the Mountaineers' careers. Look at that. That's an actual punt, as Hernandez is down there and could not field it. He ran over the top of the ball. That could have been a Hernandez fumble recovery. That would just have been another thing to add to the stat sheet for him. Hernandez tracking from the backside of the play and still gets in on the tackle. 3rd and 3. The past 5 plays have been run plays, so we're bringing the heat on this one. As this one's a pass, but it doesn't matter as he's going to be brought down for a sack. 1st and 10 for the Mountaineers now. They're going to come out in the shotgun set. We're going to drop back to pass. We're looking. We're going to go corner route to Conley, not Stewart, excuse me, as he's going to catch it, but out of bounds. What a catch. That was definitely a risky ball there. 3rd and 10. We're going to drop back to pass. Looking. Stewart over the middle makes the grab, as that's going to be a 1st down, and we're that much closer to scoring one more time, as that's a 22-yard reception from Hurd. From Hurd to Stewart. 29 seconds left, and after back-to-back run plays, we're going to go play action fake. Looking. Colin to the corner. Whoa! Knocked out of his hands, as that's going to be a dropped pass. 3rd and 7 now, and just out of field goal range. We're going to drop back to pass one more time. We got Stewart over the middle again. It's just like last season, but better, because the team's all around better, and we can actually put up more points in one game, this game, than all of last season. As we're going to hurry up to the line as time is ticking. We're going to call hike as the umpire lets us. We're going to drop back to pass again. Rolling, looking out, deep bomb to the end zone. Johnson could not get in front of it, and that is picked at the goal line, and we're not going to get a touchdown. This drive is, well, looks like we're going to go into half 14-7. And that is half times at 7-14. The first time the Mountaineers are up at half, as we're going to go ahead and kick this one off to FCS East and get this half underway. Stacking in the box with 7 men, 5 down linemen, as we're coming after their rushing attack as Larkins is going to make the tackle after breaking off of the block. 3rd and 11 now as we're play action fake. Drop back to pass. Oh, ball is overthrown. Just like all of last season, that's how the passes went. Someone would be open and Hurd would just under or overthrow it, and that time overthrown, and Stewart couldn't get there, and that is now another pick. 1st and 10 now as we got a flashback of last season of balls being overthrown and picked off. As what a run there, as that's going to be a 1st down, and they're halfway to the red zone now, as all they got to do is get 10-15 more yards and they are inside. 1st and 10 again now, as this one's going to be a toss, as Hernandez is going to get out there and force a fumble, and it's going to be picked up by Gaddis, and that's going to be the first turnover. Yeah, we haven't gotten to pick or anything. I'm trying to remember. Sometimes these games go long and I forget things, but that's going to be the, look at that. He is so big. Big hitter too. Enrique Hernandez forces a fumble. Gaddis is going to pick it up and then fall down with it, and that's going to be a turnover as now the Mountaineers come out in a single back set. Block Johnson, play action fake here. Looking. They're going to dump it off to Barber as he cannot get the ball away, and that's going to be an incomplete pass luckily. 2nd and 10 now as play action pass once again. Stewart's open over the middle as he's going to catch it and get to the edge of the logo past the 50-yard line. 1st down for the Mountaineers. 1st and 20 after the holding call as we're going to go toss to Barber as there's nowhere to go as he has stuffed and doesn't even get back to the line, just short. 2nd and long as we're going play action fake to wow, he didn't even see the ball. It's like Kawhi Leonard out there with a linebacker. He just dove. Jeez, come on, game. 3rd and 21 as we're dropping back to pass. We're looking. We're going to motion Johnson to a hot route. He's going to break a tackle down the sideline. No, come on. Are you good? Down the sideline, only him, no one's between him and the end zone, and someone comes up behind him and strips the ball. After that playmaker, oh, a sad turn of events, as now it's going to be FCS ball, as that could have been another touchdown. 2nd and 6, and 8 people are coming on this blitz as Wilkins saved possibly a touchdown there, as that blocking was perfect, as there was a great hole there. Heading in the crunch time in the 4th quarter, 14-0 still for the Mountaineers. 3rd and long as we're only going to bring 2 because it's definitely a passing down as this is a deep bomb. It looks to be overthrown and out of bounds. That's going to force a 4th down, and they're going to punt this one away as we're going to get another shot at the end zone to put this game just out of reach for FCS. 3rd and 9 for the Mountaineers as they're going to come out. Drop back to pass. They're going to throw Johnson on the flat route. This is going to be 4th down and a tough decision now for Coach Thompy. Ball is just short of the 50-yard line. Maybe just on it as we're going to motion 1. Drop back to pass. Jones on the slant makes the catch after being thrown behind him, and that's going to be a 1st down and a 4th down completion for the Mountaineers as time's still ticking, and they can basically just run this clock out until they decide to use timeouts, but it looks like this game is basically over. After back-to-back run plays, we're going play action here. As pressure is hot, but Conley is overthrown as Hurd was hit as he threw, and now it is 4th and 9, and this might be out of field goal range. So we're going to take a timeout and talk it over and see what we can do here, as the Mountaineers are going to have the big decision to make here, as they can go up 2 scores or they can go for it and maybe get a touchdown and put this game out of reach, or run the clock out. Reed is out for the field goal. This could put the game away, as it's going to be a flippin' fake as Johnson. Oh no, the throw was the throw was horrible, and that's a fumble. Now, as there is a flag on the play, possibly for taunting. So after the bad play call and the fake field goal, which they ran one last year and did not work out, they did get the unsportsmanlike conduct, so they are backed up even farther, and there is a chance for FCS. If the Mountaineers can hold them here, this game is definitely out of reach and out of their way. Hernandez is coming off the edge. Oh, gets blocked. Deep bomb out of bounds, and that's going to make it 2nd and extra long now for FCS East. 2nd and extra long now. As Larkins is trying to come off the edge. This ball is going to be thrown and just overthrown again. 3rd and extra long now for FCS East. 3rd and 25 now as he drops back to pass. And this ball is going to be thrown out of bounds. It's now 4th and 25, and they're going to elect to go for it. They have no shot, or no other chance, really, not no shot. No other chance but to go for it. Hernandez is going to come quick off this line if he can get there. This game, sheds the tackle. Hernandez makes the sack, and that's going to put this game away as the turnovers. Hernandez with his 4th tackle in the game. His 2nd sack, actually, of the game, as that is a clutch sack, as we're now in range to score with a couple little knocky-neaky runs, as we're at the 7-yard line. 4th and goal here, and they're not even covering Stewart, but I got to be careful because they can drop back in the coverage. And that's when they can pick us off, as we're going to drop back to pass. Look for Stewart on the slant as he's going to make the grab. And that catch is going to put this game out of way, as it's going to be 21-0 now. And Stewart has 3 touchdowns. Imagine coming off a 1 touchdown, 800 yards, by the way. 800 yards and only 1 touchdown? Kind of insane. 800-yard, 1 touchdown season, and in your first game back going for 100+ yards and 3 touchdowns. That is phenomenal and probably a great sight for the rest of this team and the future of this franchise. And that's going to be the game. Mountaineers win their first game 21-0. I wish I wouldn't have gone off the screen so fast, but look, they deserve to celebrate. Hernandez there in the back. Darby is crying on his couch more than likely right now for this Mountaineers team, as what a performance to win 21-7 after getting blown out 66-0 last year. As to pump up the crowd, Barber. What a win, what a game. They deserve it all, definitely, after going 0-12 and trying to fight and work over the offseason. And Coach Thompy's trying to bring in recruits, and Enrique Hernandez. Finally, someone on defense is allowed to step up. Let's check out some of these stats. Game stats: 21-7, 9 first downs, 225 total yards. We had 11 rushing yards, 12 for 24, 50% on passing, with 3 touchdowns, 214 passing yards. Sacked 3 times. Got to work on that. Definitely got to also work on interceptions. I think we had 5 turnovers, 2 fumbles, 3 interceptions. Individual stats, here we go. 11 for 23, 211 yards, 3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Balance each other out, not bad. Rushing 40 yards, the first time we've ever been able to rush. 17 for 40, the first time we've ever been able to run the ball for more than 10, 20 yards or so. Stewart, still the impact player, definitely deserves to be offensive captain like he is. 6 catches for 132 yards and 3 touchdowns. Johnson got in there with 3 catches for 47 yards. Even Thomas, 2 for 35. Everyone's showing love and being able to catch the ball. Blocking, look at that. Only 1 sack allowed over here by the right tackle, but the other ones must have been off of blitzes that couldn't have been covered. Look at that, pancakes. Plenty of pancakes, definitely showing improvement. Chad Gaddis, the other freshman, the middle linebacker, 4 tackles, 3 for a loss, 1 sack, 2 interceptions there at the end that you guys didn't get to see because I just was trying to get it out and the game over with. Hernandez, 3 tackles, 2 tackles for a loss. That big sack there at the end to literally put the game out of reach as we got the ball on the 7-yard line. And he also forced a fumble. Look at that, and Gaddis recovered it. The 2 new incoming freshmen stepping up big in the middle linebacker and left outside linebacker position and showing mayhem. What a dynamic duo. Jamil, excuse me. I think I keep saying Jamie or Jamil. I keep going back and forth. 3 tackles, 2 for loss, 1 sack as well, as he got in there big and he crushed it for being a senior, coming back, being the best player on the team last year. Anderson, the other freshman, he's the halfback, 2 tackles on special teams. Jamil Wilkins, the freshman free safety, 2 tackles as well. Insane. What a game. That's, wow, man. Our defense, we can kick the ball now. Punting 42 yards, better than like 23. Not bad. As we're going to go ahead and head out here, and I'll see you guys in the lobby with whatever we got to do. Check some other scores out, you know, maybe I don't know, I'll figure out something to do. I got recruiting, there we go. I knew it was for something, I just have to keep talking so I remember it. I'll see you guys when we check out recruiting. All right, here's recruiting. We had like 19 scholarships, and I used up, I mean, a lot of them. But obviously, with only 100 hours, we can't go for everyone. So I kind of had to, again, split up the hours to everyone and take chances and hope that, like, we get some guy over another, and just hope for the best anyway. So starting off here, we have Martin, one middle linebacker, top of his board. Great squat, good hands, good field awareness, fast 40 time. Great incoming freshman that we could run our 3-4 with. That have two middle linebackers as good as Gaddis and this Martin kid, as well as Taylor, Joey Taylor. Again, all of these from California, Alaska, Hawaii, etc., or Canada, etc. There's not even more. Looks like we went up on his board over Boise State, but we're still 4th, and USC looks like he's going to run away with them. He doesn't care for much for academics, so that might mean we could fall. Wide receiver Norton here, because Stewart will be leaving this season, as well as 15 others. I think 16 seniors leaving this season, and 29 or something like that is leaving next season. So yeah, it's gonna be rocky. We went up on his board, or we stayed the same actually, and it looks like UCLA is gonna get him. As we move up here to other middle linebacker, just trying to fill out the positions we need. I can move middle linebacker to outside linebacker, and he can still play just as good as we're. Looks like coming up here on Hendricks, Fred Hendricks, as great hands again, great field awareness, decent 40 time. Defensive tackle, we actually need a defensive end. This one straight out of Hawaii. Great field awareness, great powerful bench and squat as we're tied in his top 4 here. Our next defensive tackle is from Richmond, California, Williams, and we're top of his board above USC, so hopefully we can get him a great bench and squat again, great field awareness. Next is the only end I believe we're going for. Yeah, the only end we're going for, as I'm going to hopefully get a D tackle and move him to one of the ends. As we're tied with Michigan, Wisconsin, Boston College, and Ohio State. A lot of Power 5 schools there. Great 40 time for a left end, so great speed rusher. As you know, squats very good. Bench could be a lot better. But wide receiver Quentin Jordan, straight out of Anchorage, Alaska, our home college station, town base, whatever you want to call it. Sorry, is on the top of his board for us, and on the top of our board definitely, as he's getting 15 hours. And again, with Stewart leaving, this could be a great pickup, especially with that 4.39 speed. Great B+ hands as well. So we're just gonna have to hope for the best with these recruits. But nonetheless, with that, I'm gonna go ahead about. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, comment down below. You know, tips, tricks, comments, concerns, whatever it may be. And I'll see y'all later. It's your boy Drew today. Week 1 is over, and we got to win, ladies and gentlemen. We finally got to win. 0-12, no more. We are now 1-12 as a franchise, and that first season was rocky. I know, no doubt about it, but look at that. Stewart being the one-man wrecking crew again on offense, as we're going to get our first dub, baby. Woo! Let's go. I'll see y'all later next time. Goodbye.